My name is Kenneth Cook, and I work with homeless runaway youth, and I've spent the majority of my life trying to change lives.
My name is Malcolm J. Roulette Mosley.
Jewel Knight.
Kimmy.
Charles Childs.
Ian Cole.
I like eating food, gourmet food, organic. I love kombucha, like chia seeds. That's an interesting fact about me.
The majority of the kids that I work with are kids that have had major traumas in their lives. Some of these traumas started from the mother's womb. Some of these children come from mothers that have been addicted to drugs. Some of these children coming from parents that have been addicted to alcohol. They've experienced domestic violence at the highest level. And so most of the kids that I work with, they have come from areas of life where most people don't think exist.
Right now, I live on the land, which is the streets.
Truthfully, at times, I do sleep in the streets, under a bridge.
I've been back homeless again since August of last year, so.
Sometimes it does get really overwhelming being homeless.
It is pretty hard, especially at my age. I shouldn't be even out of high school yet. Nonetheless, sleeping on the street in the middle of LA.
Me as a man being homeless, I know all about it, and I'm from Compton. I mean, I remember getting out of foster care, aging out of foster care, my foster mother bagging my clothes up, putting them on the front porch and says, okay, your check I've gotten your last check. I need to make room for this bed for someone else to get another check. And I said, well, where would I go? I have nowhere to go. And she says, I don't know, but here's your trash bag with your clothes in it, you need to leave.
So you got a lot to offer her. None of it's your own. And you've seen the pain in this world. No direction home.
My mother said I've always done art, so I've always loved drawing. Like, I've always loved sketching and drawing. The first drawing I did as a kid was like this. I remember it. I was really young. I was like 4 actually. It looked just like this. That was the first one I ever drew. And my mother was like, look at what you drew, look at what you drew. And I was just like, I was like, it's a stick figure. She's like, no, like she kept trying to tell me like, it's not a stick figure because it has circles on it. And I got better and better and better and better and better. And then I stopped doing it for a while and I got worse. And then I got better. It's like a growing process. It's like steps.
Or maybe you were feeling cool and locked up in the box. Oh, you don't know. No.
I had one good thing going for me. I was 6'5" and I could play a little bit of basketball. So I called this coach that really liked me and liked the way I played, and I said, hey man, I'm homeless. I have nowhere to go. He says, give me a couple of hours, I'll try to find out. I'll find a place for you and I'll try to, get a place for you for refuge and a place for you to live. And so he did. He called me back in about 4 or 5 hours. He said, I found a perfect place for you. So he came and picked me up. He put my clothes in the car. We went to Reseda, went to this house and knocked on this door, and this little old Caucasian woman opened the door. But man, when she opened the door, the smell of the house was just the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. It was between cat urine and whatever the cat does to use the restroom was in that house, on the floor, on the carpet. And I was like, oh man. And he was like, give it a try. So the little old lady says, hey, you could stay here. I pay for your room. I pay for your board. I give you food. Your job is to clean up behind these 40 cats that I have. I said 40. So in the meantime, I only see one cat. And that cat walks from outside to the living room and just squats and uses the bathroom in the middle of the living room floor. And I'm like, what is this?
And you don't think about, you don't wish me well. No, you don't think about, whoa, hey. And you don't think about, you don't wish me well, hey.
I got stranded out here. This guy said his boss needed help at the LA County Fair while I was working at the Ohio State Fair, and flew me out here, said he was gonna fly me back and give me some money at the end. Only gave me half the money and never flew me back.
I got kicked out of the house. I was pretty rebellious. I was doing art. I was playing the piano. I was doing a lot of stuff, and I guess I got an ego about me. You know, I was playing really well. I was making money, getting tips, and I got an ego about me. And my mother was like, "Nah." She's like, "You want that ego? You can get out the house." And you find out your parents are right. You know, it's hard to raise a kid. Like they're just trying to protect you from this world. It humbles you. You know, being on the street and working for your own money, it humbles you like heavy.
So my coach says, "Hey, this is it. This is the only place you have." So I said, "Okay, I'll give it a try." So he leaves me there. I put out these 10 bowls out, and I still see the one cat. And I said, this lady is cuckoo. I don't see all of these cats she's talking about. And she said, "Put these bowls down, put food in them." She said, "You ready?" And I'm standing there laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." She says, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." And from every direction, from the top of the house to the bottom of the house, from all around, all of these cats come, bam. And I'm like, whoa. So she said, "This is your job. Every day to clean the house, feed the cats. Can you do that? And you get free room and board. Take care of your food, take everything you need." And I said, "Yeah," because I had my trash bag. I was homeless.
Stars and 13 stripes. Everything is gonna be alright. I am alright. 50 stars and 13 stripes. Everything is gonna be alright.
I'm sure at some point in my life, I'd love to have like a house and stability and all those things. I'm 22 right now. I'm a vagrant, I'm a vagabond, kind of an asshole. Like I'm kind of just enjoying being young and having no responsibilities, kind of.
I think about cats all day. Like grandmas, like I love old people. Dude, I love old people. Like if I could wear old grandma sweaters and grandma beats, I would do that. Dude, I would.
These kids have to step into new areas of their life. I've never trusted nobody because I have been from foster home to foster home to foster home. And then I age out, then there's nothing for me. But I had to be willing to trust a new situation, trust new people. And I trusted this lady. And the lady gave me the keys to her house. And I've learned a valuable lesson, not to try to keep things within myself, but I've learned how to trust other people to help me reach my destination. So now, after all of that happened, I get a scholarship to Fresno State. I get my bachelor's degree. I go play professional basketball in Europe for 3 years. I come back, I get my master's degree in marriage and family therapy. And then I say after basketball, now what do I do? And then I look at my life, I say, you know, after everything I've been through, I have a lot to offer the kids that are out there on the streets that have the similar problem that I have. Fear.
So you lived your life like you were all the rest of us, but would you call yourself a man of third fall? If you don't stand up again, if you don't stand up again, gotta go harder, gotta get tougher. Life only gets longer as we get older.
No one cares. Like no one cares if you don't. No one cares if you don't eat today. Like unless you got really close friends. Like no one cares about homeless people. They'll walk past them, jump over them, make jokes about them, like laugh at them. Sometimes you get beat up. Sometimes you got cops that harass you. I mean, there's a lot of negative parts to it. There's a lot of positive parts to it. But whatever it is what it is.
We have a saying that, oh, it is what it is. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be what it is. If you want to make it like this, then that's what it is, and that's what you accept. But there's a whole big world out here, and we don't have to accept that.
I don't care about fame or the money. I just want my music to be heard because I have a voice and I have a lot of ideas.
Music, art, I really like to travel. Like, you know, I like to see different areas and meet different people from different backgrounds. And, you know, I'm just like a social person, you know?
In 5 years, I'll be hopefully a revolutionary fighting for the people that can't fight for themselves. So in 10 years, I'll be dead. I won't be alive for too long. I won't. I already know it.
What I say to the kids that are out there on the street, the first chapter of your book may have been rough. The second chapter may have been written of addiction, and the third chapter may be written of abandonment. But your final chapter of your book has not been written. It's not where you've been. It's where you're trying to go. Everybody has a past. How can we write the final chapter of your life?